First graders, welcome to our Thursday for reading groups. Okay, I'm going to go through some of our sight words for this week. Okay, so our first one, goes, she goes to the zoo, green, down, and fall. Okay, so goes, green, down, fall. My first one, when I slide my finger, tell me the word. Spell it. Say it again. Next one, spell it. Say it again. Say it. Spell it. Say it again. Say it. Spell it. And say it again. Okay, so one more time, those words were goes, green, down, fall. Okay, on our next page, when I slide my finger, you tell me the sight word. Okay, so one more time. Goes, green, down, fall. This row. Open, yellow, grow, new. Next row. Goes, fall, green, down. And our last row. Open, new, yellow, grow. Okay. Next up, we have our sounds for this week, and we're also going to review some of those sounds from last week. Okay, so my first one, the card is fish, sound f, spelling P-H. Okay, so my card is your turn. Sound, spelling. Remember that P-H can come at the beginning and make that f sound like in phone, or it can come at the end and say that f sound like in graph. Okay, my card is thumb, sound, spelling, T-H. Your turn. The card is sound, spelling. T-H can come at the beginning, like in thumb, or it can come at the end, like in bath. My W-H, my card is whale, sound W, spelling W-H. Your turn. The card is sound, spelling, and remember, WH can only come at the beginning of a word, like in whale or when. Card is sheep, sound sh, spelling S-H. Your turn. The card is sound, spelling. And SH can come at the beginning, like in shop, or at the end, like in wash. And our last word, my last card, my card is chick, sound ch, spelling C-H. Sound ch, spelling T-C-H. Okay, your turn. My card is sound, spelling, sound, spelling. Remember, CH can come at the beginning, like in chick, or at the end, like in rich. And TCH can only come at the end, like in watch. Okay, on our next page, when I point to the sounds, point to the letters, you tell me the sound. Okay, so that was sh, w, f, Try this row. We've got some contractions. Nt, sh, f, w. This row. Ch, w, ch. And our last row. Those were f, p, sh, ah. All right, these cards. You guys remember what these cards are called? They are my contractions. Tell me that word. Contractions. Okay, so remember a contraction. We're taking two words and we're putting them together to make one smaller word. Okay, so my two words for this first one, it plus is equals its. Try it. Okay, next one. My two words are has and not, and we're going to put those together to make hasn't. So it should sound like this. Has plus not equals hasn't. Try it. And remember that NT says n't. So I've got my has and my n't making hasn't. Okay, these two words we're going to put together to make this one word, that's. So my first one, that plus is equals that's. Your turn, try it. My next one, was plus not equals wasn't. Okay, so my two words were was and not, and we're putting it together to equal wasn't. So read this one for me. And remember in wasn't, we've got our first word was, and our contraction says n't, wasn't. And see that little apostrophe like that. Okay, so on my next page, when I point to the contraction, I want you to read it for me. Okay, so I've got my first part, and my contraction part says hadn't. It's, same thing here. Here's my first part, my contraction, wasn't. Try this one. That's. When I slide my finger, tell me the word. Didn't. Wasn't. Hasn't. Hadn't. All right, next up, we're going to put some sounds together to make our words. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. My word is with. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. My word is shell. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. My word is slop. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Remember my PH makes the sound. So now my word is graph. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. My word is plop. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. And then we've got our contraction. NT says n't. So my word is, one more time, hadn't. Sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. My word is cash. And my last one, sound. Sound. Blend it. Sound. Blend it. My contraction says n't. So my word is, one more time, hasn't. Okay, so one more time on those words. With, shell, slop, graph, plop, hadn't, cash, hasn't. Okay, on my next page, when I point to the word, I want you to think about it in your mind. And then when I slide my finger, tell me the word. Okay, here we go. With, slop, plop, cash, shell, graph, hadn't, hasn't, trim, gramps, bench, shed, hunted, Trish, brass, lifted. Okay, next up, grab yourself your marker board and your marker, and we have 4 words we need to spell. Okay, your first word is going to be trim. I trim my hair. Trim. You've got to blend at the beginning. Trim. Next one, gramps. Gramps is short for grandpa. Gramps. Spell the word gramps. You have a blend at the beginning and at the end, so listen carefully for those. Gramps. Okay, third one, bench. I sit outside on the bench. Bench. Okay, and our last one, shed. I keep all my tools in the shed. Okay, so one more time, those words were trim, gramps, bench, and shed. When you're done, show me these 4 words, and then you are going to come grab this story, Ralph Goes to Camp, and make sure you read that 2 times. When you're finished, you can choose yourself something off the bookshelf in room 1.